Hey fam, welcome back. It is MarshaunO, your favorite life and relationship strategist, and I'm here to talk to you about peace in your relationship, peace within your marriage, peace with your partner. And I'm gonna give you 7 things to think about, 7 things that you can implement into your relationship, because who wants to come home to a person that's always got some type of drama? You got some type of nagation. Yes, that's a word I just made up. You're nagging all the time. There is just always something going on with you. You are never happy. And it seems like you're never happy with me or never happy with your partner. So I'm going to talk about peace in the relationship here today. I have to say that I got this information from a sermon that I was watching. However, I cannot pay homage to the preacher because I forgot to write down his name and I just randomly found him. But the information was so good that I wanted to come here and share this with you. And so I'm gonna give you 7 things to implement into your relationship so you can have more peace. How many of you out there want more peace? I mean, I know I love peace. Like, listen, none of us like to leave the house, go to work all day, be away, and then have to come home and deal with drama within the household, dealing with a whole bunch of crap, to be quite frank. Like, I don't want to go away and feel like, oh my God, I cannot come back to my sanctuary. It is not safe there. It is not a peaceful environment. I want to be able to come back to a peaceful environment. And I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who can feel me right now. So the first thing that I want you to think about is you have to make the first move. So whatever happened, does not matter what was said, does not matter how it came out, it does not matter whose fault it was, it does not matter who's to blame, it doesn't even matter if you're right or wrong. Like, that really doesn't even matter. What matters is that you have to make the first move, because peace is all literally, that's going to take you to another level. You're going to be more serene, you're going to be happier, you're definitely going to be healthier, and you're going to be more content and feel like you're satisfied within your relationship, but also satisfied with your partner, and on top of that, satisfied with yourself. So make the first move, go and apologize, say, hey babe, this is actually what happened. I know that we had an argument yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever it happened, right? The argument happened. I know that it happened. This is the part that I played in it. And listen, let's talk about how we can resolve this thing. But you make the first move. You have to be the one that's going to walk over to your partner and say, all right, babe, we need to chat about what happened the other day. So make the first move. The second thing that you need to do is, y'all know I'm a believer, so I got to bring God into this. Ask God for wisdom. You want to ask God for the words. You want to ask God for the phrases. Ask God for the attitude, so you can go over there and be at peace when you're trying to bring more peace into your relationship. Again, you don't want to worry about if you were right, if you were wrong, if your partner was right, if they were wrong, if they didn't receive it well. It really just doesn't matter in this instance. You want the words of wisdom to be instilled in you, because a lot of times when we're speaking, listen, we just say a lot of dumb stuff, and we want to pop off all the time because we feel like we are being attacked. Am I the only one? Because sometimes I feel like I'm being attacked. And so because I'm feeling like I'm being attacked, I feel like I need to get you up off of me. And how I'm going to get you up off of me? My tongue. My tongue is about to move you all the way back. So instead of doing that, instead of you being you when you're going and trying to solve the situation yourself, you hear that? You. No, ask for God. Say a prayer before you go and speak to your spouse, before you go and say, hey, this is how it went down. I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z, because you could go over there and they could start popping off. And then guess what? Y'all in another argument and you did not solve anything. So ask God for the wisdom, ask God for the words, ask God for the phrases before you even go and speak to your spouse, so you can be that loving partner that he or she absolutely needs in that moment. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing is begin with your fault. Again, you might not even think that it was your fault. You think that you did everything right and things could have just gone down the wayside because your partner is just an idiot. Let's just be real. They're being stupid right now. And you really want to tell him or her that. Well, don't. Okay? Absolutely every single time that something goes downhill, it could have been your response. It could have been that face that you was making. It could have been your body language. It could have been your whole demeanor. It could have been that little noise that you make. Something that you did in that moment took the relationship, took the argument, took the conversation downhill. There is something that you can apologize for. Absolutely, there is something that you can apologize for, even if it wasn't your fault. You know what, babe? I'm so sorry the way that I reacted. Here's why I reacted this way. But let's actually talk about why the conversation never got solved. Let's go ahead and resolve this thing right now. Let's talk about this right now. Let's be adults in this thing. Let's get this thing out the way. Let's not sweep this under the rug. Let's not act like this did not happen. Find the thing that you could have done differently and apologize for that. I do not care how minute it is. Okay? Third thing. So now, the fourth thing, you have to be able to discern when your spouse or your partner is getting ticked off and pissed off at you. What they're really saying to you is, I'm hurting inside. What they're really saying to you is, why can't you ever hear my side? How come you can't hear exactly what I'm saying? How come you can't feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to come to you and express this in the best way that I know how. But I'm hurting right now, which is why I'm getting so defensive. I'm hurting right now, which is why I'm trying to plead with you to listen to me, to hear me out. That's what you're listening for. Remember that the person that's being defensive is usually hurting. And so because hurt people, now your spouse, your partner is now coming for you, because now they want to inflict that same type of hurt, that same type of pain that you gave to him or gave to her. They're trying to give it right back. They're trying to give it right back. Hear the hurt. It's not always about you. Hear your partner's hurt. Number 5, you want to say the message, but you also do not want to just say the message in that ugly tone of voice. Say it with love. Say it with truth. Yes, say the message, but I know you have heard it's all about your delivery. That is so true. Because I totally believe that you can say anything that you want to say. It's all about your tone. I don't have to come to you and say, listen, I want to punch you in your doggone head if you don't listen up and do X, Y, and Z. I don't have to say that. I say, you know what, babe? This is actually what happened. Here's why I was acting that way. I'm still giving it to you. I'm not letting you off the hook. Like, that's not what you're doing. You're not letting your partner or spouse off the hook. You are telling them exactly what you felt and how you felt and why you felt that way. But you don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to, just blah, 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 just word vomiting all over the place and spewing every mean thing that you can think of. No, we trying to keep peace in the household, but I still trying to let you know that maybe you hurt my feelings. And so that's why I reacted that way. But I don't have to come to you in such a horrible manner just to get that same message out. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you start to go and just pop off at the mouth, your partner is no longer listening. So all that popping off really sounds like this. Wah, 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 wah. Yes, I'm about to age myself. That is from Charlie Brown. That's what the teacher always sound like to the kids. That's how you sound to your spouse. Womp, but it womp, but it womp, womp, womp. You ain't talking about nothing because your delivery sucks. Yeah, let that sink in. Your delivery sucks. You can say anything that you want to say, but you want to say it in love and you want to say it in truth, but you also want to watch that delivery. This is how we keep in peace. I ain't say that you couldn't say what you need to say. You can. Just watch how you deliver it. Don't be lying about it just because you don't want to hurt your partner's feelings. That doesn't help the relationship, and it also does not help your spouse or partner grow. Relationships are all about growth. It doesn't help them grow if you start lying about why you did X, Y, and Z. That doesn't help the situation. It doesn't solve the problem. And then you end up walking away because you are still resentful toward him or toward her. But really, it's all because of you. You didn't tell him the truth. Think about it. The next thing, talk about how you can fix the problem. Don't go into the blame game. Again, we're keeping peace. Anytime you feel like that you are being blamed, just think about how you react. Now, put yourself in your partner's situation. If you acting a plumb fool when they start blaming you, guess what? More than likely, he or she is doing the same thing when you start to blame him or her. Talk about the problem, talk about how you can fix the problem. This is where the solution is coming into play. Don't keep going round and round and round and round. Okay, you know what? That actually did happen. Sorry that it happened that way. Now let's talk about the solution. How can we solve this thing? How can we resolve this thing?